Well, hello there, and welcome back to Good in the Middle Way. I'm your host Rob, and I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back. How have you been? I'm hoping this finds you well. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most important aspects on the Buddhist path. That is the aspect of the Sangha, or spiritual community. I'm also going to address some things about community in general, as I feel worldwide we need stronger communities now more than ever. Though, I think some people chasing a mastodon might have something to say about that. But we can't ask them for comment. So, what is the Sangha? Well, Sangha is something we go for refuge to, going refuge to the spiritual community who are going to help us along the way as we try to advance on the path, develop ourselves, and kind of keep us accountable. You see, the Sangha is not just a group of people who are, just there for, as they say, lip service and to just show up. It's a group of people who are really dedicated to, and in this case, the Buddhist practice and following the Buddhist teachings. Now, Sangha in the most strict definition refers to the monks and the monastic life and the monastic community. It has now been adopted with lay people through, different monasteries and centers, and Sangha can be more encompassing than just monastic life. So that's great. And taking refuge in it is really, coming back to that accountability and coming back to people who are like you trying, and together you're trying to achieve something, and together you can, be strong and hold each other during difficult times, difficult moments. And that's really, really important. As well as any community, to have a good community with, good health. I wanted to say a good, healthy community. But to have that, we need to really strengthen our relationships with one another. And we need to strengthen ourselves by caring about one another. This kind of ties back into that compassion piece that we've been talking about and trying to work on as we try to generate that gratitude and generate more compassion for others in the ways that we can help them in our physical human body, as well as this aspiration and the wish to really help remove their suffering forever. And step by step, we're going along the way. But to have good community health, it also involves right speech, right livelihood. Now, these are other aspects of the Eightfold Path, which we're going to get into at some point. But today is Sangha and community. And now I'm thinking, what does community mean to you? And what does it mean to me? And how can we make community more broad and more accepting? You see, some of us come from backgrounds that don't have strong community, or we don't have these strong community ties, and people just don't care about their town, their city, their environment, their people. This is a fundamental flaw that we have to get rid of and we have to start working on. We have to start caring about ourselves, which is the easiest because most of us will have, back to that self-cherishing, that self-aspect of trying to, avoid discomforts, pursue happiness maybe, and advance ourselves by other means. But if you are somebody who sorts as others first, a little bit easier, and having this real concern, again, you have to mean it. If you don't mean it, nobody's benefiting from lip service, and you're probably not getting over on anyone. So keep that in mind if that, resonates with you. We're really trying to develop this true, deep sense of care and this deep sense of, you're having hardship and I want to do something about it. I want to make sure that you eat today. I want to make sure that if there's a leak, maybe if I could help, right? And all these different skills that we have in our communities. Then tying into right speech. Am I speaking kindly to people? Am I hearing them? And not just waiting to respond. Am I actually hearing what they have to say and giving them their moment to express themselves and feel heard and feel seen and validated? And then practicing in myself. Am I speaking correctly? Am I not gossiping? And am I not using what they call divisive speech. So that's a very big topic here where I live in the United States. Right now, there's a lot of divisive speech in the news, and it could actually be on both sides, to be truthful. And that destroys community. Now, because the worldly communities that we all may come from, they have their problems and chaotic at times, sometimes more chaotic than others, you can't go for refuge to that. But the Buddhist Sangha, you can. And the Buddha says, I take refuge in the Sangha. All these great masters, I take refuge in the Sangha. Because the Sangha is a community that is committed to a certain set of values, a certain set of practices, and a certain, lifestyle, outlook, perception. That's something you can keep coming back to. Similar to a book, in a way, of, another one they take refuge in is the Dharma. I'm ahead of myself there, but, it's something you can keep coming back to. And having real refuge, deep down, truthfully, is a safe, secure place that's mostly unchanging, because everything's in flux and changing, right? But these are semantics here. And conventionally, it's a place where you could go, be safe. It's not really changing. For people around the world, it might be a church, it might be a mosque, it might be the synagogue, it might be the ashram. There's so many places. It could just be grandma's house, for all we know. But it's a safe, secure place for you. And that's where the Sangha resides. It's not always just a physical location, but it's the community that you've built, the connections, the networking, the people you can rely on to keep you spiritually accountable as you try to spiritually grow. And yeah, in this world right now, I think we need more of that. The internet is a wonderful thing. That's how we're connecting right now. But also, it could be really isolating, and there's countless articles being written about we're more connected than ever. I could send a text through Discord right now to somebody in Japan or the UK, and it's great. Instantly, I'm connected to somebody on the other side of the planet. Yet, for so many people, they're reporting they don't feel connected at all. And as a social animal, as a social creature, we need to be able to connect with those around us, because if we don't take care of our home environment, back to some of these earlier ideas on the shows, it all starts here, right here, me, this room, this building, this town or city, etc., etc. Enriching that is really fundamental, though. It's easy to forget, and it's kind of going to come back then with the compassion, but also that realization that these other people are suffering. They're acting out of this ignorance that they're not even fully aware of sometimes. They're just reacting to, old trauma or, bad habits, bad behaviors. And, this multitude of things there. Oh, if I remember that these people are suffering, and I remember that, how can I make this place feel a little bit better? Like, what can I contribute here? Instead of just complaining about it, or this person was very mean, or they didn't say hi to me in the hallway, or something. Oh, did I say hi? Did I create an opportunity for them to pass the olive branch, so to speak? It's not really, we want peace, right? And it's not about creating peace with a truce, right? I'm talking more peace of just, you get it. So I would like you to consider some of these things as community is really important. And whatever community you belong to, you don't have to change to Buddhism to experience the benefits of a Sangha. You would know it by a different name. It might be congregation, it might be fellowship. These are just labels our minds are putting on that we're trying to, communicate with one another about. Now, yes, Sangha is specific to Buddhism, but you can experience it now. His Holiness the Dalai Lama specifically has said several times that you don't have to convert to Buddhism. Like, if you were born a Christian, just be a good Christian. If you were born in Judaism, in the Jewish faith, be a good Jewish person. And so on. So, yeah, I think that if we take some of that into mind, into heart as well, you don't have to just, yes, on this channel we're trying to point you towards the middle way, get a bit of a sense of what it's about and how it might already be applicable to you, these different aspects. And if it's, enticing, there's so many things you can go down the road here with. But on that note, I'd like you to do something this week that enriches your community, big or small. Just try to help a little bit. Mean it. Just care. Care about you, care about them, care about the interaction. Just really mean it. And start trying to connect and find what is going to be a reliable source for you, a reliable community that through good times and bad, you could go to them, trust them, because they are safe. And so, if you find this helpful, no pressure as always, but give it a like, subscribe, share. We're just trying to help other people join us on the journey. But again, it's no pressure. I'm just happy that you're here. And so with that, we'll do our favorite breath. Peace in and peace out. I'm wishing you a wonderful week. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be free of sickness, and may you be free of the conditions that cause more suffering. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.